Banks are more likely to lend on real property if they love real property.
The Weekly Friedman, your source for the most essential information in the default industry, with your host, Adam Friedman.
Earlier this month, New York enacted Senate Bill 7120, known as the Land Home Property Act. Now, this act changes how manufactured homes are treated once they've been installed on permanent foundations, so that they're treated more like real property. I'm joined today by Associate General Counsel Kevin Butler. Kevin, how's it going?
Hey, good, Adam. How are you?
Doing pretty good. So, Kevin, what did this bill do?
Essentially modernizes how New York treats manufactured homes in New York State. It treats them as real property if they're permanently fixed to the land, as opposed to treating them as personal property.
Is the change in classification as simple as a manufactured home was treated more akin to a car or a vehicle, and now it's treated like it's a regular piece of real estate?
I think that's accurate. It was treated more as chattel as opposed to, now it's by statute considered real property if it's permanently affixed to the land.
Do you know how other states treat manufactured homes?
I think New York's a little late to the game, so to speak. I think at least around 40 states or so already have legislation or a process to treat manufactured homes that are permanently affixed as real property. So New York's a little late to the game, so to speak.
So now it's classified as real property as opposed to a chattel. What changes? Like, what actually is different?
Well, now lenders, owners, have the benefit of the recording system. Every state, New York especially, has a very robust recording system. You can track property. New York City have ACRIS. Every county has their land records. So it would be more favorable, more enticing to a lender, more comfortable for them to lend you this money, knowing that they can trace title back. Banks are more likely to lend on real property if they love real property. They feel more secure in doing so. It's going to be less risk. They're going to be more willing to lend money on this house, on this manufactured home that's not fixed permanent property, than an RV that's not permanently affixed, that's going to be traveling across the country.
Kevin, this is an interesting act because it helps a group of people. It doesn't really hurt anybody, though. But it feels like it's a nice thing or a positive thing to do for the owners of these manufactured properties.
I think so. I think in terms of affordability, availability of housing, benefits to the current owner of that manufactured home, it does provide benefits also to lenders and servicers.
Is there more to come, or is this a final law and now we're just waiting for it to be enacted?
Well, it's final law. It's a year effective date. It's going to be interesting to see now how the different local jurisdictions and counties implement this law. Also, tax purposes. That's going to be a very interesting one. Tax assessors. So now these properties are going to be assessed differently. If you're going to have this home permanently affixed to land and it's going to be treated like real property, how are they going to do that? Escrow also comes into play with a loan. Now you're going to be escrowing on a manufactured home permanently affixed to land, another consideration. So it's going to be interesting to see how all this plays out, how it's all taken into account, how it develops in the next year.
Thanks for joining Kevin Butler and I on The Weekly Friedman, your source for the most essential information in the default industry. Thanks for tuning in and looking forward to seeing you next time.